Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to another channel video on the channel of Team Squadron. I'm Mazu, and today we are going to make our video of our Grand Prix series of the Russian Grand Prix. If you did miss the previous one of the Italian Grand Prix, then be sure to check that one out, because in real life it was a nice Grand Prix, and in our Grand Prix series we've outpaced Hamilton again, and that's the reason why we are a lot closer now in the championship. If we are looking on the standings, we are now only 12 points behind our championship contender Lewis Hamilton, and hopefully we can close the gap further down or even overtake him in the championship after this race. We will see about that, because before the Belgium Grand Prix we were, I think, 89 points behind him, so we had a lot of work to do, and now we are only 12 points behind him, so we really made progress. And if we now look on the weather, qualifying sunny and a bit cloudy, and the race also sunny and later on a bit cloudy, so it will be a good weather for racing and for this Grand Prix series. And let's get into our first qualifying lap. So this is our first lap on the circuit, as I said in Monza before, so we don't have free practice here. That's the reason why we are going usually for 2 laps in Q1. But if our first lap in Q1 is good enough, it doesn't make any sense, or we don't have a reason to go for a second lap in Q1. So, and on our first lap right here, you can see a little mistake right here in this corner. So we went a bit wide there, but we haven't lost that much time, and we are only 2 tenths behind Latifi. So it would be good if we can lift up a bit and made a good amends about of our progress, and there we are 9th fastest. In the end of Q1 we are 10th fastest, with Russell in P9 for Williams, and fastest is Bottas. We are over 2.4 seconds behind him. And out in Q1 are Kvyat, Raikkonen, Latifi, Magnussen and Antonio Giovinazzi, our teammate, only 15th fastest. So on the cusp of relegation, Alexander Albon. So hopefully we can improve a bit more in Q2. And as you can see, we are out on mediums for the strategy, because Russia, Sochi is a circuit with low tire wear, I think. So maybe on this track this medium to soft strategy will be possible, but we will see how we are going to choose the strategy before the start of the race. So now if we are in Q2 on our second flying lap, you can see purple first sector, personal best middle sector. So I don't know if we could go fastest here on the mediums, because our first lap was good enough. It was only good enough for 10th, and Hamilton only 12th. So we really need to improve the 2 championship contenders, ourselves and Hamilton's. And on the end of lap number 2, we are going fastest of all, and we've improved by 8.5 tenths. And Alexander Albon 8th fastest, and Vettel 9th fastest. And the big surprises are Hamilton and Charles Leclerc are out of qualifying after Q2, both on the softs, but a real surprise. 8 tenths behind the leader ourselves is Hamilton, and a bit further down is Leclerc. So really a surprise to see them to see them out of qualifying. But now in Q3 it's only positive for us, because Hamilton could have challenged for pole with us. So now you can say we only have Bottas and our teammate Alexander Albon, but Albon isn't really a danger for us. So I think it's only Bottas who will fight for pole with us. And this is our first flying lap on a fresh set of softs. So we'll save 1 set of softs for the race tomorrow, and that's the reason why we have 3 fresh sets of softs. And here you can see we've got traffic with Sebastian Vettel, who's in P7 right now. And this has ruined our lap, you can say, because it was a really nice lap until that point where we've met Vettel, and you can see it on the timing screens, only 6 tenths behind Bottas. And on the start of lap number 2 in this session. We are P3 behind Albon and Bottas, and Gasly for AlphaTauri P4. So good progress also from him, and hopefully we can improve on this lap. But as you can see, we haven't improved after the first turn. Now a bit on the acceleration of turn 3 and into turn 4 we ran wide again, and here again, and here you can see we've lost 1.5 tenths. And now this is the place where we've met Vettel and we've got in traffic, and this is the place where we are gaining 4 tenths, 5 tenths, 6 tenths, and here we've gained another few tenths, so we are over 1.1 seconds up our time. We need to have to get pole. So will it be pole because 2 red sectors? Will it be pole for the Russian Grand Prix across the line? Where are we going to be?
Großartige Leistung. Wir waren wirklich großartig. Das war eine fantastische Fahrt.
And we are on pole. Sorry for the German, because I can translate for you. So he said, "Good job, good job. We are, you are on pole, and good job again." So we are 8 tenths ahead of Bottas, and now let's go into the race and hope we can get a good result from here. So now we are on the grid, and let's look for our strategy. And we can go for the medium soft. So I don't need to say a word more. We are going for the medium soft for the one stop. It's the simplest and strategy, and it makes the most sense of all. And I don't need to say any more of the strategy. And now let's go to the race. In the split screen on the top left, you can see our race start from off-board. It's a bit slower than the on-board one. Lights are out and we are on the way, so you can see that as replay. On the on-board one, you can see right now good start from us, and Albon and Bottas are battling through turn 1 and into turn 2. I think Bottas has got the position by a car length and a half, and into turn 3 we are in P1 and Bottas is in P2 ahead of Albon. And you can see on the top left the replay of this fight. Bottas has gone for it into turn 3, and then Albon around the outside hasn't got the job done for the team, and that's the reason why he's in P3. And I think behind is Danny Ricciardo in the Renault, and then I think it's Lando Norris in the McLaren. But good start from us. If we can hold the position like that, it will be immense for the championship, because Hamilton is out of the points. And right now we are going to earn 25 points, Hamilton 0 points, so we would be 13 points ahead of Lewis Hamilton in the championship. But let's see, let's go further into the race, and this is into lap number 4. Here you can see Hamilton behind Vettel, and Vettel has got DRS, and Hamilton moves. Vettel is slowly. Vettel is going slowly, and I think it's a mechanical issue for the Ferrari. He pulls out on the Marshall post, and I think it's a mechanical issue for him, and I can tell you it is a mechanical issue from him. And this is into lap number 4 here on our onboard. So Bottas is still within striking distance from us, only 2.5 tenths behind us, and he's going for the move on this second DRS straight, and he's ahead of us, and now we need to fight back against him, and a lot of contact made with him, and he's still hanging on in this fight because we've got really wide through that turn, and he's still ahead, and round the outside of that turn we go, and we are still ahead of him, and now by a car length and a car and a half we are again ahead of him, but this is into lap number 5. Kveat in the AlphaTauri is going for a pit stop because I think he's made contact with an Alfa Romeo of Antonio Giovinazzi, if I'm guessing right, because they were battling on the on this lap, on the lap where Vettel retired, because this is the lap after Vettel retired. He's going for the hard compound of tires and for a new front wing, so in theory he can go to the end on this tire because 5 laps are done, and this is yeah, into lap number 6 right now, and I think the tires, the fresh hard tires, are going to survive at least another 20 more laps, I guess. But let's see if we are going further into the race. So Hamilton is right now in P5, but he's got a 5-second time penalty. So this will be interesting on his pit stop, because he has to hold 5 seconds on the pit stop. So the mechanics aren't allowed to work on his car, aren't allowed to change tires, and so on. And to lap number 11, this is, some guys have pitted, and Hamilton is in P4 right now, so he's got past Sainz and a car who pitted in Sainz. It was the McLaren who was in P5 on the race start, so not Norris, it was Sainz. And this is into lap number 11. Here you can see our tires are still feeling good, you can say. And that's the reason why we are going to stay out a bit longer, I think, in case of pit stop and pit window. So I think it will be a good decision to stay out. And here you can see Hamilton into lap number 13 is now going into the pits. And Stroll is the only one who hasn't stopped yet, along with Raikkonen and Russell and ourselves. But Stroll is the only one on the medium who hasn't stopped yet. So I don't know how this race is going. So we need to watch along the race, and the other guys have pitted right now, and Hamilton is dropping back on P6, I think. So he's made progress with an overcut, and into lap number 14 you can see our tires are still very good. Fastest lap into lap number 15, and the pit stop window is now open, but I don't want to go into the pits now, because if we are jump into lap number 16, you can see 2 purple sectors. So the tires are still good, you can say, and then we won't scrub the soft tires when we are needed to, and we are setting another fastest lap of the race. And we into lap number 18 we are coming into the pits for our set of soft tires. So the tires only need to survive 8 more laps. So I think it's possible with the softs, and let's see how they are doing till the race ends. And pit stop of 2.6 seconds from our Red Bull crew, so it was an okay pit stop, because in real life, not at the Italian Grand Prix, the pit stop for Max Verstappen was 11.1 seconds, so really slow. But normally the pit stops of Red Bull are really quick, so I think they are doing some sub 2 second stops, and so they are really the pit stops world champions, you can say it right like that. And now we are 1.9 seconds ahead of Ricciardo on the mediums. He is on the mediums, we're on the softs, and maybe we could gain a gap, and into lap number 20 we have a gap of 6.6 seconds till the end of lap 20. We are setting the fastest lap of the Grand Prix with a 1:37.507, and yeah, so I think this should be an easy win if we can hold the pace like that and grow the gap even further. Then it will be an easy win, you can say, but never say never in Formula 1. you don't know what is happening, because sometimes you are crashing, you are spinning. So stay here and watch along with the video. It's a bit boring, you can say, but you can't imagine what things could happen on these 5 remaining laps, or 4 remaining laps. So please stay here and watch along with us. So right here you can see into lap number 24. The tires are falling off slowly. So the mediums had more pace at the end of the stint, but the tires are still pretty good if we are looking on our MFA. But we are really understeering here a bit, and I don't know if it's the right decision. It was the right decision to pit to only 2 laps later. Maybe we should have stayed 1 or 2 more laps out, but it doesn't matter. You can see on the top left 17 seconds a gap to Ricardo, so I don't know what could happen to take the win away from us, but we'll see. But now into lap number 25, if we are looking on the top left, Hamilton has overtaken Ricardo right here. So they are still battling into turn 3, I will imagine, or into the last corner. But Hamilton is ahead of the Renault and into second place.
Das
This
ist
is now
eine
into
letzte
lap
Runde, die
number
letzte
27.
Runde des Rennens.
And this is now our last lap of this Grand Prix, and I think maybe we should do a lap where I will be quiet and you could hear the engine sounds, and it's a nice cool down lap, you can say. So let's go.
Einfach fantastisch. Du hast den Grand Prix gewonnen.
Hat heute einige selbst für ihn
So here we are right now
auf der Strecke vollbracht.
on
Also Stefan, damit endet ein weiteres fantastisches Rennen.
So we've won the race with the
Vielen Dank
fastest
an
lap, so
alle,
we've
die mit
earned
dabei
26
waren. Wir
points,
sehen uns beim
and
nächsten Mal.
Hamilton in second place, so we've gained 8 points to him, and we are now 4 points behind in the championship. After him, Ricciardo, a good podium, and then Bottas, and out of the Grand Prix were Paris and Vettel. And in the championship you can see 4 points behind Hamilton, another 53 points behind us is Bottas, and Albon has lost the 4th place to Ricciardo. And in the Constructors' Championship we are 66 points behind Hamilton and Mercedes, so progress to make up. But if you did like the video, then subscribe, like the video, and write down in the comments what video do you want to see, my driver career mode or my team. We are reading everything. And now let's have fun with the next video. See you next time. It was Mazu, and goodbye.